Well, welcome back. As many of you may know, June is Pride Month, and several organizations are teaming up for the return of an event aimed at making new connections among neighbors in Roanoke.
And here with us now is Mohammed El-Shawarbi with the Roanoke Diversity Center. Mohammed, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So we know Pride Month, it has been celebrated now since actually the early 70s, believe it or not. Tell us, why is it so important to recognize it?
For me, I think it's really two parts. It's the visibility of the community for those who might not be out or might not have the support to know that there are others out there. And then the second part is the historical part. We've come a long way, but there's a lot of history there that we had to kind of fight for to get there. So it's important to recognize that and celebrate it as well.
And I know to celebrate it, you all have an upcoming event that is focusing on breaking boundaries and also creating new friendships. Tell us about that event.
Yeah, so tomorrow we have our queer community picnic, and it's our second year doing it. We did it with the Southwest Virginia LGBTQ plus History Project, the House of Expression, the Ladies and Gents of the Blue Ridge, and Ursula's Cafe. And these are all groups that are LGBTQ local groups, and we did it last year mainly to get people out together, especially after COVID. And it's a great way to meet other people in the community. I think, there's a lot of people here that don't necessarily, they might know about the RDC, but they may have never actually come to it. So this is a great way for people to kind of come out. It's, relaxing. It's a fun thing to do. It's a potluck, so it's a great way to bring the community together and people to actually meet each other and, create friendships and, all that.
Yeah, it's amazing. So tell us a little bit more about when and where. I understand it's kind of like a DIY type event, right?
Yes, it is. So we mainly, we kind of have the basics, the plates, the stuff like that, and then everyone it's a potluck, so everyone brings something with them. It's tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Wasina Park. And everyone just kind of brings their food to share, and we kind of hang out. You bring a chair, bring blanket to sit on, and people just kind of sit around and play games, talk, get to know each other. But the fun thing is tomorrow we also have, so part of the Roanoke Diversity Center is the Blue Ridge Pride Sports division that we have. And tomorrow's actually one of their games is going to be at Wasina Park at 6:15. So it kind of works out that we'll be there, so we can go cheer them on, then come back and have food, and then when they're done, they can come join us. So it'll be a great time.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun there. So as we mentioned earlier, you're with the Roanoke Diversity Center. Yeah. For people who may not be familiar with the organization, tell us a little bit about that group.
Sure. So the Roanoke Diversity Center was founded in 2012, and we used to be in the basement of the MCC Church. And our goal really is to be there to advocate for the community, to bring education, to be a safe space for people. And in 2020 we moved downtown on Campbell Avenue, which is give us great exposure and foot traffic. And we have a lot of programs and events that we do, but really the main thing is to have this safe space for people to come in if they need it. We also have the LGBT Roanoke Memorial Library at the center. Mm-hmm. It's probably, I think, the largest LGBTQ plus library on the East Coast. Oh, wow. So it's been around for many years, and we have Dr. Samantha Rosenthal from Roanoke College who helps with it and kind of runs it. So it's just a great space for people to come and get together as well and have that safe space for them.
Very incredible. Thank you so much, Mohammed El-Shawarbi with the Roanoke Diversity Center. Thanks so much for sharing with us, and we're super excited for your picnic tomorrow. That sounds cool.
Thank you so much for having me.